We're the procurement organisation that runs the procurement for the two acute trusts in Bristol. So that's North Bristol and University Hospitals, Bristol and Western. We're responsible for procuring all of the consumables and the services and the major medical equipment and equipment that a modern hospital needs to carry out its everyday activities. So the head of sourcing role is a senior member of our management team, and it has 4 teams reporting into it: IM&T, invasive, patient care, and our indirects team. I think you can describe the role in a couple of ways. It's about helping the trust be more commercially effective and commercially successful. And it's also about helping the trust to be more morally responsible. And in both of those aspects of the procurement strategy, the head of sourcing role plays a really key part in influencing and delivering outcomes that affect that. The other way of looking at the role is its people focus. So you can't help but have noticed the impact that the pandemic has had on the NHS. And kind of applicants need to be wise to that. So the role itself has a really heavy people focus in terms of developing and nurturing the team, both to help the team recover from the fallout from the pandemic, but also to help to develop and grow the team into a modern, successful procurement organisation. Joining BWPC now, I think, is particularly exciting because of 3 or 4 major projects that we're working on. The first one of these is about the replacement of our procurement system. We've been funded to change and replace it with a Gartner Magic Quadrant supplier. And the head of sourcing gets the opportunity to influence the outcome of that project and actually fundamentally change the way we do procurement across both of our trusts. So the other project we're working on is around one supply chain for the ICS. Now, ICS working is about moving away from individual thinking or health organisations working and acting individually into working in a more collaborative way. Now, this is really exciting from a procurement perspective because what it does is it allows us to aggregate all of our spend and generate value and leveraging from that spend aggregation. And the final project that we're working on, which will change the way that we do procurement across the region, is our ethical procurement policy and ethical procurement strategy. And this is really about using our spend as a positive influence in the community. It's about making sure that we've got transparency across our supply chains, making sure that we're driving our decarbonisation agenda, and making sure that we are really using our spend to promote social value within our local environment. And the head of sourcing has a really pivotal role in delivering that strategy for us. From a management perspective, I'm looking for someone that can come in and help me hold the boundaries of what good procurement is. And there's 2 parts to that role. There's part of that which is about helping to govern the trust down a compliant procurement route. And we all know why that's important. But the second part of that is about helping to teach the trust how to do it properly so that they kind of grow and develop with us. The second way of thinking about that role, or the second set of characteristics, are from a leadership perspective. So from a leadership perspective, I pride myself on us having quite a diverse leadership team. I'm looking for individuals that can come in and kind of contribute to that diverse way of thinking and really challenge our status quo and really help us to move forwards. I'm really conscious that we don't end up in a groupthink environment. So one of the key characteristics I'm looking for is how they can add to that diverse set of thinking and help drive us forwards.